We are reviewing the match between Frankfurt and Spurs. We went away there, and after on the back of a 3-1 defeat at the Emirates, we came back today. Ended up in a draw, but we'll review the match in a minute. So while we do that, come on, you Spurs. Welcome to Come on, you Spurs TV. This is the aftermath of the match between Frankfurt and Spurs at the Deutsche Bank Arena, Deutsche Bank Park in Frankfurt, named Deutsche Bank Park about a couple of years ago. It used to be the arena, but yes, we went there. I've got some guests. My normal guests with me tonight. I've got Deji. Deji, welcome on board. How are you?
I'm good. I could be better, but I'm good. We didn't lose.
Okay, that's one way of looking at it. We also have Ben. Ben, welcome back.
Yeah, hi.
Well, haven't you?
Sorry, what did you say?
I said you've been away for a short while, haven't you?
I have, yes. I was taking up the sun in the US, but I'm back to cold blighty, keeping
Okay,
cold.
welcome back. And
Thank you.
Folabi, should we even be introducing you? Because given what went off air, the
It's been turning the air blue.
Maybe we shouldn't even introduce you. How are you?
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Lovely to have you. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I think overall, I don't know where we're going to start. Okay. There's a lot of people. People who were watching from different parts of the world. Depending on where you're watching the match from, some people said that they had some break in their transmission, so they didn't see some parts of the first half. So that probably informed their views on the match. If you're joining us for the first time, this is Come on, you Spurs TV, where we talk everything Spurs. And we've got a Nigerian bent to this because it's one out of the Nigerian Spurs Forum. And of course, most of the flavor we have here is mainly Nigerian Spurs. So yes, and proudly so too. So come on, you Spurs guys. Now, last weekend was a bit of I say a bit, but a major disappointment for us because, okay, our unbeaten run went to. We lost our unbeaten run. Of all places, up the road or down the road, depending on where you're looking at it from, And okay, we didn't quite give a good account of ourselves on many levels because I think some people say that, okay, we lost the match. Others say that Arsenal won the match. I'm of the view that we lost it because we gave them, it's like Christmas comes early. But we won't dwell too much on that. We had the opportunity to redeem ourselves today or tonight. And the guys went away, more or less the same lineup, if you like. I'm going to have to look at the lineup in a minute. But before we do that, Ben, what did you think?
Well, I just heard you talking about the Arsenal match. I hope you don't talk about the Arsenal match. Talk about tonight, yeah? Because I switched off. When you was talking about the Arsenal match, I just switched off because that just sent me into sleepland. I didn't listen to anything anybody said about that match.
Please, come on. Give me a break. I was only trying to build up for tonight's one. It's like, an improvement.
I don't.
So listen, was that match an improvement on last week's match, or what?
Oh yeah, most definitely, because the fact that it was a mess last week, the last match, was the reason why was partly the reason why I wasn't on air either. That match was dire. It was horrible, and it wasn't because Dyer was playing. It was just dire all the same. So no, this was a markedly better match, much better. You know how the saying goes. One man's meat is another man's poison. Some of the forums just erupted. Some people just threw their toys out of the pram and said it was a mess, it was rubbish, it was this and everything else. I enjoyed that match, even though we didn't score, even though we were misfiring, even though Son couldn't find his feet. He was so anxious to try and score again because, he scored 3 and he was thinking he was going to score another 3 tonight. He didn't score. But all the same, it was a vast improvement, especially considering our away record. Our away record is crap. We haven't been able to win a match away forever, it seems. So for me, it was an improvement. If that was played at home, I would have been disappointed. Putting it mildly, I would have been very disappointed if that was a home match. But considering it was away and we had most of the possession, come on, we didn't win. So it's a bad thing. It's a bit we didn't win, but I was impressed with the football.
I'll come to others in a minute. I mean, okay, thank you for that, Ben. I mean, it's always the case with football matches. The result is what counts, you know. No matter how well you play, no matter how great it looks, or you know how fanciful the play is, if you don't put the ball in the back of the net, it counts for nothing, you know. And I guess one of the things about football is that if you don't win, make sure you don't lose, you know. So
yeah, in our forum,
I guess that's a positive from one perspective. And I'll come back to Falabi in a minute. I know Falabi is not happy at all. You know, he's got a lot that he's. I mean, so we'll leave him to the last minute. But Deji, what did you think?
Well, I'm going to start by caveating that I didn't see the last 20 minutes. I think 15 or 20 minutes of the first half, because my signal went off. I noticed that quite a few guys on the forum also complained about the same thing. What I did see in the first about 20, 25 minutes was us playing better than we played against the Arsenal, but not as well as I think that we can play. I actually thought that Eintracht Frankfurt were not that good to start with, but as they grew into the game, the last 10 minutes of what I saw in the first half, they became better and better. And what I saw in the second half, they're a decent side. They didn't get to the final of the Europa Cup by a fluke. They're very useful.
They won it.
They
press
well. So yeah, they won it. I beg your pardon. Yes. And you know, so they knocked us out of our stride quite considerably. I did feel though that again our transitions are our biggest problem. We won the ball back very well, but we didn't use it well at all. We didn't use it well in midfield, and we certainly didn't use it well up front. I thought Kane had a shocker, although I've heard people say different. He couldn't control the ball, couldn't go past anybody, and he could hardly lay the ball off. And like you say, his son was snatching at everything. Young Richarlison had one of his poorer performances. Again, probably trying too hard or trying to do too much. But at the end of the day, we got 1 point. We didn't lose, and we're in a good position in the group. We have 2 home games to come, and we can turn the entire thing around in there. So there are lots of positives, and hopefully things can only get better from here.
Yeah, thank you for that. Now,
nice.
I just wanted to sort of ask Falabi a few.
Falabi.
I know you're.
Have you got your beep already?
All right.
Falabi face now. Wow.
Falabi, please. I mean, I'm sure you have a view on the match. I mean, probably. But what about this? Let's hear it.
A view?
Okay.
Jeez, come on.
Wait, Deji, I just said, look, Kane had a shocking game. Song could not find his feet. Richarlison had a poorer game. So please, tell me something. Apart from Bentancur, and Holberg actually played quite well, and Bentancur, who else did anything? I've said it before. You only play as well as your opposition allows you to play. They allowed us freedom of the park to play today. You have that front line, and you can't get a single shot on target in 90+ minutes. And yeah, everybody will say Emerson Royal had a better game. Is it possible to have had a worse game than he did on Saturday? And he still cannot pass forward. He still cannot pass. Look, he still cannot pass 10 yards and get it to a player without giving a hospital pass. Look, let's analyze this game the way it should be analyzed. And let's call a spade a spade. Yes, we got a draw, 0-0. But are we playing a team of our level, whether at home or away? Are we playing a team of our level? Is this a performance that one should be happy with? We can be happy with the 1 point. We can be happy with the position that we are in, and we've got 2 home games coming. But performance-wise, is this something that we can sincerely say we're happy with?
We all know.
I mean, pardon?
Right, so that's a very good
say we all
point.
know.
I mean, I think that's a very good point, Folabi. Now, I think if you look at the match, for me, I felt that this is one of those matches when statistics don't tell the whole story. I don't know what channel you're watching the match from and what pundits on your channel were saying. And I have to agree with
No, I was watching it in Nigeria, in Abuja.
Well, okay, so I had pundits on BT Sports, and it was Jermaine Janus and Owen Hargreaves, and I think
and that chick,
and Peter Clark was there as well. I think what they concluded was that look, that was a much better performance from Spurs as against what happened at the weekend. We had so many lovely passages of play in the first half that we could have been 3-4 goals up. Now I don't know what match everyone else was watching to say that we played really badly in the first half.
Asta TV.
And I mean, Kane missed a really good opportunity. He had a shot across goal. He just missed by inches. Son had
Kane missed three.
Well, it wasn't for lack of effort. I mean, and he played. Okay. Now he didn't go in, but it's like on target means someone either stopped it or somebody, But it's as good as an effort on goal. Now, for me, I mean, okay, they didn't go in, but they were efforts, and they were really good efforts to boot. And okay, if you look at it overall, the stats say that there are no efforts on target. So what happens if he hits the bar? It's not on target, of course not. If he hits the side netting, it's not on target. So I mean, those sort of things don't really tell how the passage of play. Like I was saying earlier on, the key more than anything else is to put the ball in the back of the net. If we don't put the ball in the back of the net, we'll have all this fanciful argument about he didn't. We played well, but we didn't score. That's what counts at the end of the day. If you're joining us for the first time, leave your comment in the comment section below, and we'll be happy to put it up on the screen. And if you have any, if you've been here before, please continue to follow us. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe by pressing the subscribe button. And we look forward to hearing from you if you're joining us for the first time. So what I was saying earlier on is this: look, we have a duty. I mean, we're like what? I think we need to be fair about how we kind of look at these matches, because a lot of times when people look at these things, they just come up with. For me, I mean, I'm not sure if we're being fair to the lads. I mean, in this case, because I thought they put up a really good performance today. I mean, even though they didn't score goals, but it was a much better performance. Let's look at the lineup. The lineup is exactly the same thing that happened we had in the last match. Again, Kulusevski is missing. So we lined up the same way as we lined up the first time, which was 3-4-3, with 3 front men, Richarlison, Son, and Kane. And then we had off Bentancur, Hellberg in the middle, and Emerson and Perisic. Later on in the match, we had Sessegnon come on for Perisic, and then they took off Richarlison and brought on Gio. I thought Gio gave a good account of himself. I mean, there was one particular passage of play when he lost the ball in his own in their half, and he chased the guy right to the corner flag, and he still kept the ball in play. I thought that was really good, and like you were saying, I mean, you're nodding your head. You want to say something to DG?
Oh yes, absolutely. I thought the kid came on and showed that he desperately wants to impress. I think his initial couple of touches probably showed why the manager thinks he's not strong enough, because they literally just shoved him off the ball.
Yes.
Yeah, but he wasn't having any of it. And as the match went on, as his time on the pitch went on, I started to think, I can see why they loved him so much at Valencia. He's got great skills. He's full of
His feet,
fire and wants to
his
do,
feet,
yeah, quick
man.
feet, yeah, and he wants to impress. So yeah, I think he did well. I don't know how much Conte is going to trust him in the Premiership, especially, but I think he gave a good account of himself when he came on.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
mean,
think this trust business. Sorry, just to put in, because Conte usually uses these words, Conte and I'm sorry, Conte, trust, and I trust you, and then I was always wondering what he meant by this. But I think this trust thing he's talking about is he hopes that you can be strong with the ball, because this is his
Mhm.
problem. If you don't hold up, if you know the style of play that Spurs are playing, you have to get the ball and work with the ball and cycle that ball forward and score goals. And if you just keep, that's what he means, and not they doesn't trust you, or they're thinking,
He
you're
doesn't
an
think
untrust.
yes, that he thinks you're going to nick his microphone or something. No, yeah, not that. He's
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah. He basically doesn't think that you're going to deliver for him, and I think you hit the
Yeah,
nail on the head. That's exactly how we play. Those transitions are so important. You're probably not going to
mm,
get a lot of the football, but when you get it, you've got to make a difference. And that's what we've not been
yeah,
doing. That's why we've looked so ragged.
yeah. Yeah, I think that it's still a learning curve, really, for all these players. They still got to learn. People are going to get, you know, they're going to get pissed off. Pardon my language. They're not going to like what they see. But I just watch my football with a bit of alcohol as well, just to help make it taste a bit, make it taste a bit better. Because otherwise, you can tear your hair out, and I haven't got a lot on my head now. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's I think personally that we've said it all before, haven't we? They had a good game, not what we would like, but I think it's a step in the right direction, especially for a team that does not perform away from home.
yeah,
For me,
yeah.
that
I mean,
was
I
it.
think I think the key is that, I mean, we haven't had a good record away from home in Europe for the last 6 matches. I think this is 6 matches that count
Yeah,
where we haven't won away.
we haven't won,
Um, we haven't won, yeah, in 6 matches away
and it's
in the Euro.
confidence.
Again,
It's confidence.
exactly.
It is
Yeah. So
confidence.
yeah.
To
So I
me,
mean, I
it's
guess
confidence, and what? Yeah,
even though the different competitions, I mean, the last competition we had was in UEFA, Europa
conference. Don't talk about that,
Conference,
please.
exactly. So I mean, I mean,
The
it's
conference.
been dire. So I guess no reference to Eric. Pardon the pun,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like you were saying earlier on about the transition. Now the way Conte plays, I think today, if you think about it, right? I mean, I thought they gave us a lot of respect. They didn't. They sort of. I mean, they didn't sort of come out blazing and attacking us. Sort of kept it even pace and allowed us to come at them, which is we don't normally do. We normally sort of are the quiet ones who sit back and play on the counter. I think. I mean, so I mean, I guess they were a little bit cautious in that respect, because if you look at their match against Sporting, they got caught on the counter. That's how they lost the match. So they were a little bit skeptical and kind of kept their shape and made sure that we didn't catch them on the break. So they sort of, I mean, obviously tried to neutralize our breakaways, but we didn't help our efforts either by losing the ball, having very poor touches at key moments. And that's the real effect of a good transition. You have to make the right pass. And for many times, we just either had very poor first touch, or we played a poor pass, or we just, that was so frustrating today on many levels. But I thought overall, it was a much better performance than at the weekend. I mean, some will say that we we couldn't have played worse than the weekend. But I don't agree. I don't actually think we played that badly. Deji. What did you think? Did you play badly at the weekend? I don't want to drag us back, but hey.
No, 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 no. I think the way we set up was bad. Hence, the performance looked really bad. I think the tactics were to defend in the last third. And defending in the last third against a team like Arsenal was a recipe for disaster. Because just by the law of averages, something is going to fly in or something is going to ricochet something is going to break for them because they're constantly on the edge of your 18-yard box. I felt that was problematic, and I think that's why we looked so bad. If things had gone well, and Conte said it in the press conference afterwards, he said that if things had gone well, he thought that we had the winning of that game. I think he might be right, because if we had been able to keep them quiet and take our chances when they came, we could have nicked it.
Again, yeah, we had those key moments when the last
Yeah.
pass just went awry, or just didn't go right in the right direction.
What if Chelsea will get 2 points? What if Chelsea will get 2 points, Uncle?
Yeah.
I don't look at them now. 2 points. Chelsea. Or is it 1 point? I don't even. Oh, 1 point. Sorry, they lost one and drew one. See,
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
No, I hear you. I totally hear you. I hear you.
What concerns me with Chelsea?
okay. I'm just saying we could be talking about we could be supporting Chelsea now, and how would their own forum be now if we don't
We
keep
got to benchmark against something.
Yes, guys. Chelsea will win them. How many seasons ago they win the team? And you
So
know,
what?
saying,
That's not my concern.
no.
I mean, this is the whole point. I mean, this is
something you said.
This is why. Why?
There was something you said, Falabi. You mentioned something. You said, "Are we playing against our mates?" Actually, no, we weren't. They were better. They've got a trophy. We get Europa Cup. They won the Europa last season. So yeah, we were not playing our mates. They were better than us.
Okay. They won it last season.
They were flying. They were flying. Many teams now, because I think the thing with Conte is that Conte ball. We think that Conte ball is going to destroy everything. One, we're learning Conte ball. That's the first thing. Second thing, everybody and his dog is now watching Spurs. They know how we did the last few matches in the season, last season. So don't think that people haven't found us out. Frankfurt just sat back and left us because they thought we wouldn't know what to do. And quite frankly, our front three just sat back and did nothing. I almost swore then, but they just sat back and did nothing. And why? Why did they do nothing? They had an off day, but they normally play off of counterattacks. But this team just decided that, you know what, we study your football, so let's see you go on the front foot. We had in their own home ground, we had more possession than they did. And I know you're fidgeting, Falabi, and I agree with you. I agree. I don't think that I'm giving them an excuse. I'm not. I wasn't happy with the performance. Far from it. But I'm willing to say that in the round, that we're in a better position than we could have been. We could have lost that match. We could have lost it, and we could have had 1 point from 2 matches, and not because Chelsea, because Spurs as well. And what we'd be saying now, we're like crying.
I mean,
So
guys,
that's what we've got 2 more matches, 2 home matches, and we can actually top the group, and we'll forget everything we talked about, and we can start playing football again. And I'm sure we're going to play football again. At least for Falabi's sake, we should start playing football again. I beg.
I hear you guys, but I have to take.
Hey. Yeah. Please, mention my name by my own. No, don't mention my name with anybody. Please, no. Don't fire me up already any more than I am right now. Please.
I think that's the plan. Oh, God, no.
I'm remaining silent and allowing you to talk.
Well, this is why it's called the Spurs chat of the aftermath. So you need to say something. Now, I think I have to disagree with you guys a little bit on this one. I thought they played much better than the weekend. So it's an improvement on the weekend. They had a lot of good passages of play where we had opportunities, and unfortunately, we just either missed them very slightly. I mean, Spurs running onto the ball, he missed it by a few yards. Kane had a couple of opportunities that he shot on goal. He missed by whiskers. Son had an opportunity as well. So we had plenty of chances to kill the game in the first half. Which they didn't. On other days, they will come off, and they would have been fantastic goals, all of them. For me, I thought we did reasonably well. If you're joining us for the first time, this is Come On You Spurs TV. Subscribe, like, comment, and share this. And if you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. We're reviewing the Frankfurt Spurs match. This is the third match. sorry, match day 3. That's the one. Yeah,
Match day 3.
Yeah. So and the other match in the group ended with Marseille doing the work of the Lord by beating by beating Sporting Lisbon. So they beat Sporting Lisbon 4-1. That was quite good for us in the group, I guess. So yes, so as it stands now, unfortunately, I don't have a graphic of the table. Marseille have 3 points. We have 4 points. Frankfurt have 4 points, and Sporting top the group with 6 points. The next match day is next week when Frankfurt come over to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and hopefully we can turn them over. You know, that's the expectation. And yeah, I mean, like Falabi, like Ben was saying, they're not our mates. You know, they are ahead of us. I mean, they won a UEFA Cup, Europa League. Yes, last season.
Yeah.
It doesn't get better than that. What goes better than that is the Champions League, and I mean, so for me, they are much better than us. I mean, so it's a European title for that matter. We can't even sniff at them for any reason whatsoever. We cannot. We just, you know. So, in terms of levels, if you like, at the moment, you've got to count them above us. Unfortunately, on account of their position as reigning UEFA Europa Cup champions. You want to say something?
Well, no. I mean, I think that's the truth. There is, however, the point that I think one of the commentators made it, that they came 11th in the Bundesliga last season. But I think that is not a good judge of how good they are. Getting to the final of the Europa Cup and winning it shows that they're a good side. I think when they got going and they got their running going, they showed that they carry a threat, and they also close you down really quickly. To be honest, that may be part of the reason why our front three didn't perform as well as we would have liked. They do close down very quickly and very effectively. So you're under pressure. By the time the ball gets to you, you need to know what you're going to do even before it gets to you, and they're all over you. So they're a good side, they're a decent side, and in reality, I think they're ahead of us in European football. That's for sure.
Yeah. As for totally, here.
Let's have a quick look at the substitutions, if you don't mind, guys. Ben, what do you think of the substitutions? I mean, you brought on who? Gio?
Yeah, I mean, he brought. Yeah, Sessegnon was a good. He did that last burst, that last run that that Perisic did. He was blowing, and I thought, nah, he's gone. That was in 70 minutes. He was gone. I was like, bring on Cess, and they brought on Cess. I was like, that was a good substitution. I think that for the return match next day, which probably I'm going to be at, I think that Cess should start. I don't think he should start with Perisic. Perisic is a good player, but against these Germans, Frankfurt, they're fast players. They're very fast. Just the same. They're more or less as fast as Arsenal players as well. So I think that Cess coming on is going to be a better fit for us at a home match.
Yeah, I thought that Perisic played quite well when he played.
Yeah.
There was a particular point in the first half when he caught out a really, really important pass that could have gone and opened up the defense, you know, and he came back, you know, tracked back very, very well to and then he was almost at the end of a ball that came in from, I can't remember who it came from. Was it Son or Kane? I can't remember. No, Richarlison, yes. Richarlison played the ball across the post, and he just sort of
that's it. Yeah, he just couldn't sort out his feet in time. Yeah, that's
exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, I thought he played quite well when it was on. Jill, I mean, we spoke about Jill earlier on.
Yeah, we talked about him earlier on. He was a bit lightweight in the beginning, lightweight, but he's got skills on him, and he can run. We need these fast players, though. I think we need these fast players when we play against these fast teams. And I think Frankfurt are a fast team. So we're going to need some of these fast players. We don't need the old cargoes that need to
Davis didn't have much to do, did he?
Turning angle before they turn around and maybe even sit them down on the ground as well. So, yeah, I think Hill was good. Sessegnon good when he came on. And who else? I can't remember who else
they had to bring Davies on because Langley was on a yellow card and had escaped getting sent off
That's
because
true.
he pulled somebody back again and he would have been off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
think he was very lucky to stay on the pitch on that one.
Yeah, he was.
Very,
He was
very
very
lucky,
lucky.
you know.
and Sanchez wasn't on the bench, was he? I hope not.
Let's have
Well, I think he was, but he didn't get on.
Oh, thank God for that.
He was. He didn't get on.
No.
I mean, Kane got a yellow card, and Højbjerg got a yellow card that I couldn't understand. In my I thought to myself, how would that be a yellow card? He was trying to hold off a player, and he barely just touched him on the face, and it was like, you know, and of course the player made a meal of it. I mean, in other times that would have been,
The ref had the mayor there. The ref had the mayor. He had the mayor there. Referee didn't see it. He just freaking went on
play
instinct.
that I love what Højbjerg did, you know, whereby someone was trying to block him, you know, and he just pirouetted, you know, just did a
Yeah, that was wicked. Yeah.
He did the Zidane pirouette, didn't
exactly,
he?
you know,
And it came off. I was thinking, he's going to lose it. And it came off.
you know, it came off really, really well. I thought, wow, Højbjerg, wow. You know,
I got skills. I got skills. See my number.
So, Zeus, are you seeing this, you know?
Yeah, I think he had a better game even than he had against Arsenal. I think Perisic played better than he played against Arsenal. I think Perisic struggled against Arsenal, even with the double team with Son double teaming with him against young Saka. They couldn't keep the boy quiet, but I think he did better, and he does well going forward. He had a brilliant cross, which I can't remember who headed over. It's a brilliant cross from the left. At one point. Yeah, I thought he did quite well. And please, Emerson crossed the ball. He got the ball across the 18-yard box. Nobody believed that he was going to get there, so nobody was there to head it.
Yeah, it was.
He was
the best player. It was the best player, actually.
Don't start for Lavi off, please.
Well, I mean, where's the guy now, I beg?
Did you see Emerson's cross?
He's not talking.
No comment. No.
I prefer not to speak.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, guys, I think you guys, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been wonderful having everybody. We didn't get the point, so we got a point. We came away with the points, and hopefully we'll improve next week when they come over to the lane. Folabi, it's been great having you. Ben, fantastic having you as well. And just have some final closing words before we go. I know we were playing Brighton away on Saturday evening, isn't it, right? Saturday evening.
We're not sure. It's not on their website.
Oh, it's I think it's Saturday evening.
Yeah, I think that's a fixture. It's definitely Saturday. I'm not sure what time it is.
5:30. 5:30.
And it's Brighton, yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
we're looking forward to that. Brighton are not what's the word? They're not easy at all. You know.
They are a good side. They're a
really,
good side.
They're a really good side. Potter or not, so we're up against a big, tough challenge, and I'm sure that I hope we'll come over with the points. We'll go with that. You know. But yeah, guys, Folabi, any closing remarks?
Have a wonderful evening. Thank God we got at least 1 point.
Abi?
And Ben, any closing remarks?
Yeah, come on, you Spurs. We'll do better. Next match, we'll win. Spank anyone in our way.
Beautiful. And Deji?
Always good to be here, Soji. Good to see you guys. Come on, you Spurs. A great win on Saturday, and everything will be looking rosy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much. And come on, you Spurs.
Cheers.